Some songs don't fade with time, like the way your hand still fits in mine. We weren't looking, we just found the kind of love without a sound. No flash, no script, no perfect start, just your eyes pulling at my heart. I still remember that first dance, a smile, a touch, a reckless chance. And though the world kept rushing by, we stood still beneath the sky. It didn't need a million words, just one look, and I was heard. This is the sound of forever, not loud but lasting like a tether. Through every echo, every fall, you've been the rhythm of it all. It's not in speeches or the weather, it's in how you stay through every tether. This is the sound of forever, and it plays for us together. We made a home in silent space, with laughter shaped around our grace. You hold my flaws like precious light, and turn my wrongs into what's right. You never asked me to pretend, you simply love me end to end. And in your arms I learned to be the kind of soul I'd always see. You make the quiet feel so grand, like symphonies inside your hand. This is the sound of forever, a whisper strong enough to sever all the fear that used to stay. You chased my every doubt away, and I built a thunder or endeavor, but something soft that lasts forever. This is the sound of forever, and it lives in every Even if the music fades, our love will echo through the shades. You and I in stillness true, that's the song I always knew. This is the sound of forever, played in hearts that never sever. You are the melody I keep, the harmony inside my sleep. And even when the world forgets, you're the song I won't regret. This is the sound of forever, and it does not You reach for me with broken light, and somehow made the shadows right. You never promised we'd be whole, but you held on through every toll. You found the beauty in my scars and lit my night with falling stars. Not every road we walked was kind, but still you stayed your hand in mine. Even when the world grew cold, you gave me fire I could hold. No fairy tale, no perfect start, just you and me, a stubborn heart. We are golden in the dark, shining through every mark. Not made of glass but steel and flame, built from the love we never named. You and I, no need for spark. We're already golden in the dark. There were nights we almost fell, words unspoken, we still fell well. But love was louder than our fear, and every tear just drew you near. You read the silence like a song, and knew where every note belonged. You taught me how to stand again, and turn goodbye into amen. Not flawless love, but fiercely true. I found forever when I found you. We are golden in the dark, even when we miss the mark. You hold me close, I let you in, and that's the place we both begin. No need for day, no guiding spark. We're already golden in the dark. Oh, golden, still golden in every way. Even broken dreams can shine when your heart keeps holding mine. And if we're ever worlds apart, I'll still feel you in my heart. We are golden in the dark, love that glows beneath the stark. No need to chase the morning sun. You've been the light since we begun, even bruised, even scarred. We're golden, golden in the dark, golden in the dark. You and I, always a spark. It's not the words, not the light, touch feels right. You breathe and I begin to move, like waves responding to the moon. No need to speak, no need to hide. Your heartbeat pulls me from inside. We walked through storms, danced in the rain, fell into joy, rose through pain. But in the stillness here we lie, your hand in mine beneath the sky. No map, no rules, no grand design, just the rhythm where you meet mine. This is the pulse between us, unseen but true, it frees us. A current flowing in our skin, where all the truth begins. No matter where the world will lead, it's your touch that I still need. This is the pulse between us, endless, strong, and seamless. You know the places I've been scarred, and still you love me soft, not hard. You never try to hold too tight, but you're always there through every fight. The quiet in your chest is loud, a vow not wrapped in words or shroud. You make forever feel like breath, and chase the dark away from death. Even in silence, you remain, the echo running through my veins. This is the pulse between us, not bound by time but seen in trust. It's not a cage, it's not a chain, it's how we love without restraint. Across the years, through all we face, this pulse has never been misplaced. This is the pulse between us, unspoken but continuous. Even when I drift or stray, this pulse will bring me back your way. Don't need to hold, don't need to prove, just need to move the way we move. The night wraps quiet around our skin, where love begins and breath runs thin. We don't need to chase the stars, knowing I know right where you are. You pull me in with just a sigh, and time forgets to say goodbye. The world can wait outside the door. I've never needed less or more, just you and I. No scripts, no rules, two hearts defying midnight's pull. No one else could feel like this, a whisper wrapped inside a kiss. Hold me until the morning finds us, before the light begins to blind us. Let's hide inside this velvet time, where every breath and beat aligns. Forget the clocks, forget the rush, just stay until the morning finds us. Your fingertips, they draw the line between the lost and love that's mine. You speak in ways the soul can hear. In every hush you pull me near. I've known the dark, the drifting gray, but you're the dawn I'd always pray. Not loud, not proud, just gently true, the kind of love that breaks right through. With you I never have to guess. You hold me into weightlessness. Hold me until the morning finds us, in this cocoon where no one minds us. We've built a world in shadows glow, where only hearts and rhythms know. Let every second stretch and hush, just stay until the morning finds us. Even if this night must end, we'll start again where shadows bend. You're the silence I would chase, the only warmth that time can't replace. Hold me until the morning finds us. Wrap me in love that still defines us. When morning calls and dreams must fade, let's leave a trace of what we made. No matter where the sun will brush, we'll live in what the night reminds us. never had to ask me why. It's written where the shadows lie. I tried to hide, to turn away, but you saw light in every gray. You held the parts I couldn't face and wrapped them up in your embrace. The world was loud and I was small, but with you I stood tall. You didn't change the storms I knew, you simply walked me safely through. You saw the things I tried to mask, but never once did you ask. Look behind these eyes, you'll find your name written in the skies. Every heartbeat, every breath I take, moves with every step you make. You don't need poems or alibis to see your love behind these eyes. You speak in stillness, not in grand, but somehow I still understand. You trace my soul like it's your own, and turn my fears to flesh and bone. We don't have to prove we're right, we just hold on through every night. You know the storms before they fall, and still your arms remain so warm. Even when I break inside, you just breathe and I confide. Look behind these eyes, you'll find the truth that never lies. No mask, no game, no need to try. You're the reason I survive. I carry you in every sunrise. You live behind these Stay with me, be the light. Even if I say no word, you hear what no one's ever heard. In the silence you remain, the pulse beneath the ache, the rain. Look behind these eyes, and you'll see love that never dies. You're not apart, I'm made of you. In every dream I wander through, there's nothing left I try to disguise. You shine behind these eyes. Behind these eyes. Every star fades with the dawn, but your light still lingers on. I was a shadow walking slow, afraid to feel, afraid to glow. Then you appeared with quiet grace, and love rewrote my silent space. You never tried to fix or bind, just let me bloom in my own time. Now every path I walk at night is worn by traces of your light. You didn't blaze, you didn't burn, but still my world began to turn. You gave me borrowed light when I was lost in endless night. You didn't push, you didn't shine, you just stood gently close to mine. And now the stars feel less alone, because you lit the dark I've known. Not forever, not too bright, but enough, your borrowed light. You see the wounds beneath my smile, and love me through them all the while. You're not a hero, not a cure, but something softer, something pure. You hold the truth I used to fear, and whisper it's okay, I'm here. I never knew that I could stay until your light showed me the way. You gave me space and still you stayed, and in that grace I wasn't afraid. You gave me borrowed light when I forgot how to ignite. Not a storm, not a flame, but a presence without shame. You let me find my way to dawn by being near when hope was gone. You never claimed, you never fought, but your borrowed light is all I saw. Even now, when I'm alone, I feel the glow you gently loaned. If I shine now, it's not just me, it's everything you let me be. You gave me borrowed light, and I became my own despite all the dark I used to wear. You stood steady, you stood there, and though the night still comes sometimes, you are the spark that always climbs. Not forever, not in sight, but I live across all time. Your touch already feels right. We've said enough in passing glances, in late night looks and second chances. No need for vows, no scripted lines, just fingers tracing through the signs. You speak a language soft and clear, with every brush that draws me near. And in the silence you still sing, with every move you give me wings. So when the night begins to bend, say it with your hands again. Say it with your hands, where words would never understand. Let your touch be every phrase that pulls me close and sets me ablaze. No speeches, no demands, just say it with your hands. You find the parts I try to hide and kiss them safe from deep inside. Your palm on mine, your breath so near. It's everything I need to hear. I used to chase love in the noise, but now I stay with simple joys of how you hold me when I fall, and build a home with no walls. I don't need a single plan, just say it with your hands. Say it with your hands, the way no letter ever lands. No ink, no voice could ever be as clear as how you carry me in moments no one else could stand. You say it with your hands. Show me, tell me. You write your love across my skin, and I let every word sink in. We don't need the world to know, just the way your fingers show. Say it with your hands, not perfect, just the way love stands in every pause and every grace, and how you gently hold my face. No need for a single strand. You say it with your hands. In the quiet, we belong. There's magic in the hush you bring, in every breath and everything. The way you look without a word is louder than I've ever heard. You trace a path across my skin and calm the chaos deep within. You're not the storm I thought I'd need, but something softer still indeed. You don't have to hold too tight. You're my peace in darkest night. In the quiet we belong. No rush, no fight, no right or wrong. Just a space where hearts can breathe, where love is felt and not believed. You and I, we don't perform. We just fit where it feels warm. No need for loud or something strong. In the quiet, we belong. You found me in my quiet ache, when I forgot how much I break. But you stood close, not asking why, just stayed until the tears ran dry. You speak in touches, not commands. In every pause I understand that love's not built on grand displays, but in the hush that always stays. No promises we have to prove, just this stillness we both move. In the quiet we belong. When the day feels too long, you're the whisper I hold near, the silence that I wanna hear. We don't need a single song to show that this is deep and strong. You and I, like dusk and dawn. In the quiet, we belong. Every heartbeat says your name in ways no sound could ever claim. Just be near, just be true, and I'll know what's love from you. In the quiet we belong. In every stillness, every song. We don't need the world to see. This is enough for you and me. Even when the voices throng, you're the place I'm coming from, and where I'll always feel strong. In the quiet, we belong. In the quiet, we belong. to me like candlelight, not with thunder but with right. I never knew that he could soothe, that fire could move so slow, so smooth. You didn't burn, you didn't blaze, you stayed and warmed my quiet days. You never asked for me to shine, just took the shadows and made them mine. And in your arms I found a way to melt the ice I wore each day. You hold me close, not just to stay, but to love the dark away. You are soft as the flame, not wild but never tame. You flicker where I break apart and burn a pathway through my heart. No ashes, no regret, no shame. You are soft, soft as the flame. You trace the edges no one dare, with hands that tremble but still cared. You touch like songs I've never heard, no sound, just feeling in each word. I let you in like slow sunrise, not rushed, just real beneath the skies. You never tried to light the room, just stayed with me inside the gloom. No spotlight needed to ignite, you're already my every light. You are soft as the flame, not loud but just the same. You blaze through all I tried to hide and keep me safe from what's inside. You never needed to reclaim. You are soft, soft as the flame. Flame that stays, flame that knows. You don't consume, you don't demand, you simply love with open hands. If I am glowing now, it's you, the fire that held me gently through. You are soft as the flame, the reason I became a girl who knows that she can burn without the world needing to turn. No spotlight, no acclaim, just love that stays the same. You are soft, But love like yours is fade-proof now. You left your jacket by the stairs, and echoes tangled in my prayers. The radio still plays our song like we were never gone too long. You called me brave, I called you home, but now I sleep and wake alone. Still every light reflects your face, and all the quiet I can't replace. You're the ink that time can't blur, a name the seasons still refer. You shine in ways no sun can prove, a heart that's stitched into the groove. No rain could drown the way you move. My love for you is fade-proof. You kept your laughter in a jar. I open it when nights get far. The perfume lingers on the sheets, a memory where warmth repeats. And though you've flown beyond my days, I see you still in twilight haze. You didn't break, you just became the kind of love that owns no name. You're the ink that time can't touch, a rhythm still that means too much. You play in dreams I never choose, a melody I can't refuse. Each heartbeat writes your sacred truth. Our love, despite the proof, is fade-proof. Not all goodbyes are made to last. Some loves outlive the letting past. And even when the pages close, your story burns in every rose. You're the ink I'll never erase, still shining in my every space. Though time moves fast and life must bend, you're the line that won't descend. A truth too deep, a soul uncouth, still standing here, fade-proof. I thought time would wash you out, but you're still here without a doubt. The silence took your place. You move like morning through the blinds, too soft to chase, too sharp to find. Your shoes still sit beneath the stairs, like ghosts pretending someone cares. I hear you in the microwave, the little sounds that memory gave. You didn't leave with thunder's cry. You slipped away beneath the sky. I trace the shape of silence now, where once your breath would break the vow. You spoke in glances, tones and signs. Now all that's left are unread lines. No fights, no fire, just quiet breaks. A love that left in gentle flakes. The couch still leans the way you sat, like it's not sure where comfort's at. Your coffee mug still marked in gold, says forever, but it's cold. I play your name like lullabies, but even echoes tell me lies. No bags were packed, no bitter tone. You disappeared without a moan. I trace the shape of silence now, with fingers numb from asking how. You didn't scream, you didn't close, just left the scent of a wilted rose. The way you vanished from my day still paints the walls in mute like borrowed light that slipped away. You never planned to stay too long, just played your part then moved along. The clock still ticks your borrowed time, each second etched in silent rhyme. You kissed the glass but not the soul, and left a warmth you couldn't hold. You shine like stars not meant to keep, a fleeting flame I watch in sleep. You were borrowed light in my dark sky, a brilliant light I can't deny. You left no mark but changed my skin, a glow that never settled in. You filled my night then left no sign, just scattered dust and faded lines. I found your scarf behind the chair, still smells of wind and midnight air. The song we danced to plays too slow, its echo says what you won't show. And though your touch is long gone still, I feel its warmth against my will. You weren't a ghost, you were a gleam, a passing fire inside a dream. You were borrowed light, soft and deep, a secret fire I couldn't keep. You never stayed, you never grew, but lit a world I thought I knew. And though the glow has lost its fight, I still burn low from borrowed light. Some flames don't need to blaze to scar, they only need to shine from far. And even when the night is through, the glint remains in all I do. You were borrowed light, gone too soon, a wish that danced beneath the moon. You didn't break, you didn't bend, you simply shimmered to the end. And though I walk in deeper night, I still recall that borrowed light. But part of me is still that shade. velvet echo everywhere. The hallway hums in minor chords, like soft goodbyes we can't afford. You spoke in tones that touch my skin. Now silence plays where you had been. You didn't stay, you didn't scream, you just became a living dream. Velvet echo, you still sing in every land, in every ring. You carved your name into my breath, then vanished quiet, soft as death. You're the hum I chase at night, wrapped in silk and fading light. The vinyl spins but skips your track. Your touch too warm to give it back. Addressing songs we used to play, they wrap me tight then drift away. The mirror still reflects your stare, though you're not really standing there. You haunt like wind behind the glass, a ghost that knows how long to last. Your voice remains without You drew a world in folded plains, where love could float above the rain. We built our hope with creased delight, then watched it tear in winds of night. You held my hand, said don't let go, but dreams made thin can't always grow. And I believed our flight was true, till gravity reminded you we soared through paper skies too fast. A fragile path that couldn't last. We painted stars with silver ink, but never taught our hearts to think. Now every breeze recalls the high of you and me in paper skies. The living room still smells like glue, and love songs taped in neon blue. Our promises were origami, too soft to stand, too sharp to see. You folded wings and left them bare. Now all that's left is open air. The ground was waiting all along, but we were trapped in dreamers' songs. We soared through paper skies so bright, but lost the map when came the night. We chased the wind with hearts too wide, and now I watch those dreams collide. They flutter down like lullabies from days we spent in paper skies. Some flights are meant to bend and break, to show us what real wings can take. But ours were made from hope too thin, and stitched with fear we kept within. We soared through paper skies with grace, but never found a landing place. And though you're gone, I still replay the way we used to float that day, above the pain, above goodbyes, lost in love and paper skies. We used to fly, but never learned to stay that high. You just stopped replying. rose in silent blue, still tuned to things we used to do. You left your sweater on the chair, a quiet shape that says you're there. I called your name through silver haze, but static stole your voice away. The signal fades, but I still try to catch your echo in the sky. Stay in the static, don't move on. Let me believe you're not yet gone. Your laugh still hums through every wire like phantom sparks of old desire. Messages begin to blur, like vinyl pressed without a word. I try to play the songs we knew, but even music skips on you. Each frame we filmed is gone to dust, yet I rewind it out of trust. You didn't shout, you didn't break, you just became a quiet ache. Stay in the static where you hide, where love still breathes but can't confide. Your name repeats in faded tones across these airwaves made of bones. And though you've left, I still believe you live in noise I won't Some hearts don't hang up when they're through. They echo softly just like you. And every silence that I chase still wears the shape of your embrace. Stay in the static, blur the line between what's lost and still feels mine.